NBC is making your vote count. If you have a question about voting or problems at the polls, we now have trained volunteers available to answer questions because of an exclusive partnership we have with Election Protection. Call 866-OUR-VOTE. Call 866-OUR-VOTE.
Our vote.
How do we move forward as a country?
You know, I think it's going to be really difficult. There are voices, very loud, prominent, influential voices that have spent decades tearing down trust in our institutions, tearing down education, tearing down facts, tearing down the media, etc. And you don't build that back overnight. It takes a lot of work, and it's a effort that involves everybody in this country, from our lawmakers to individual voices on social media, to influential voices in the media, and most importantly, the conservative media, people like Rush Limbaugh, people on Fox News, the ones who have been tearing things down for decades for their own benefit. In order to get past this, in order to get a shared set of values, everybody has got to agree that the sky is blue, that the sky is not on fire. You can disagree on policy all you want, but there needs to be a shared set of facts. There needs to be a reality, one reality that we're all living in.
Isn't necessarily pointing to Saudi Arabia as a helpful ally in negotiating peace around the Middle East. What he's pointing to is this arms deal, and we should do a fact check on it because he's not correctly describing this arms deal. Here's what the Washington Post writes. Most of the publicly announced items had been previously announced by the Obama administration, and there appeared to be a few, if any, signed contracts. Rather, many of the announcements were MOIs, memorandums of intent. There were 6 specific items, adding up to $28 billion, but all had been previously notified to Congress by the Obama administration. In essence, this is a wish list. It's worth recalling that Obama offered Saudi Arabia $115 billion in deals, about half of which resulted in actual sales. So he's pointing over and over again, Phil, to this Saudi arms deal, but this Saudi arms deal is not doing what the president is saying it's doing.
And we're looking here as you see the King of Saudi Arabia and you see President Trump sitting down there. They're being handed the documents. Now, of course, we can't see them specifically ourselves, but we believe that this is the $110 billion arms deal that the Trump administration has been talking about even before President Trump landed in Saudi Arabia.
A shared set of facts. There needs to be a reality, one reality.
According to the Brookings Institution, the deal is actually just, quote, a bunch of letters of interest or intent, more akin to proposals, they say, and a wish list that, quote, the Saudis will be interested in someday. Contains no actual binding contracts. Many of the proposals have been on the table since the Obama administration.
The White House has confirmed that the US has signed arms deals worth $110 billion with Saudi Arabia during the first day of President Donald Trump's visit to the oil-rich country.
This looks like more hype from Donald Trump and more hype from Donald Trump's administration, and the facts just don't bear it out.
Well, I mean, clearly part of it was to enhance the results of his trip, no matter whether the real results or not. I mean, the numbers are staggering. What's more staggering than the numbers that were announced is still the big number that the Saudis still owe us for equipment that we've already shipped over there or they've already ordered. They're behind in their payments, like me.
Ben, let's talk a little more about business. Can you tell me about that $110 billion weapons deal that was struck today?
Yeah, and it could end up being, I think, $350 billion over the next 10 years. They're going to build a number of high-tech helicopters here in the kingdom, and other deals that are expected to come through tomorrow, dealing with oil and technology and various other industries.
And compare how he treats the Saudis with how he treats German leaders, and of course there we are, they're filming for the next Avengers movie, but it's jarring.
The US says the deals aim to bolster Saudi Arabia's contribution to counter-terrorism operations across the region.